Computer, what time is it?
It's 9:05 a.m.
Good morning, Trekkies. Ernesto Luton, Director of the Enterprise Project. How are you today? Dan Smith. What can I say about this gentleman? Dan, I think he's probably was the very first person to buy a membership package. If it wasn't Dan, it was Samantha. But it was either one of those. I could check the records, but Dan was, he bought the membership package, and then he started raising our flag. And Dan took our flag all over the country. He every year Dan would go on the Star Trek cruise. Dan is a Trekkie. He is #1 Trekkie. And every year he'd go on that cruise. I'm not sure if he went on the last one, but we didn't get any pictures. But Dan took every time he landed, he would take a picture. I mean, no one. Now Rochelle in the Philippines, she raised our flag all over the place as well, but nowhere near the amount of flag waving that Dan did. And so, as a result, I drafted Dan to be the RC, the regional coordinator of the Pennsylvania chapter, because we're both in Pennsylvania. And he accepted it, but Dan's been, having a rough time. We're all getting older, and he's been having a rough time physically, medically. And so he had to, resign as the regional coordinator for Pennsylvania. And that indeed was a sad day for me. We didn't make a big deal of it. We just kind of let it slide under. Because I love Dan. I mean, like a brother. I don't know how that happens, but it just happens. It's just like Ilanka in Germany. She's like my sister that I never had. Dan's my brother. So he would be my third brother. At any rate, so we decided, I decided to, what? I'm not just going to, let it sit. We're going to redraft Dan and bring him back, even if it's just, it may not be real. But just to honor him, sort of an honorary position, Anyway, check out this video of Dan waving the flag all over the country. It's one of my favorites. I've watched it a dozen times. And we'll get back on the other side. To you, Dan.
One, two, three.
Build that shit! Build that shit!
And that's something. You know, I haven't talked to Dan in a while. I kind of miss him. And I'm probably going to get on the phone or, text him, see if he's okay. Been thinking about him lately. See that flag on the wall there? Dan made that for me. He sent 2 of them. And he sent other gifts. Oh, in fact, I have both of them on the wall there. So every day when I come in, I look at that and I think about Dan. And I just miss him. Okay, watch this video. We'll get back on the other side.
Networking, the key to success. Let me tell you about the Enterprise Project. A small but profoundly determined group with ambitions that are frankly cosmic in scale. Our vision? Nothing short of the impossible, building a full-size ground-based replica of the iconic USS Enterprise, Jefferies Enterprise, creating a Star Trek theme park, and founding a vibrant, living Star Trek community, a First Federation town with just one law: love. But what really makes this audacious dream remarkable is who we are. We're the little people of the Trek community, the passionate, dedicated fans who've always had the least say in the franchise's big decisions. We're the ones who buy the tickets, collect the props, flock to every premiere, and keep Star Trek alive year after year with our unwavering devotion. Now we've decided it's time to step out of the back seat. Sure, we don't have bottomless bank accounts or studio backing, but what we do have is love for Star Trek and, just as crucial, the ability to network. Think about it. Networking in its purest form is our prime directive. It's our most powerful tool, the only force mighty enough to take us from a wild earthbound dream to a cosmic reality. So, what do we actually need? We need the guidance, inclusion, and support of people who can help us push this vision across the finish line. Celebrities, corporations, entrepreneurs, thinkers, investors, and anyone else who believes in the Star Trek spirit. If you're already a member of the Enterprise Project, I need you to know, by spreading our message with conviction, you have the power to bring these influential people on board. There are thousands of us who want the Enterprise built, but I believe there are millions more who haven't even heard of this incredible dream yet, but would jump in if they did. That's where you come in. The responsibility is on each of us, every single member, to spread the word like it's a new creed, quietly but powerfully, using the immense, often underestimated gift of networking. Together, we can transform this impossible dream into something real, something awe-inspiring. Networking isn't just our strategy, it's our key to success. Let's boldly go, together.
Well, networking is the key, and it should be the key. It hasn't been the key to success for the Enterprise Project. Or maybe it has, because we have, like I said, over 1,000 members online, but my God, 1,000 members, and our goal is 1 million. That puts us at what percentage of our goal? And networking is supposed to have been helping with this. I mean, networking is the key, but it hasn't been the key, and I'm wondering why. We have 1,000 members on through the website. We have 9,000 members through Facebook. Why is it only that level? Why has the 1,000 members who've joined on the website turned that into 10,000 members by bringing in 10 people each, or more? Why hasn't the 9,000 members on Facebook turned into 100,000 by bringing in 20 each? I mean, it's possible. It's more than possible. I've seen it happen, but we're not going to reduce, ourselves to showing pretty girls to make it happen, because that seems to be the way to get Trekkies to, respond. I've seen groups that, begin with 10 members, and all they're doing is showing, pictures of beautiful women in Trek uniforms, and bam, there are 100,000 people, tuning in. Now, I guess you could say, well, they're not all Trekkies, or are they? I don't know. But where are the Trekkies? You know, where are the hardcore Trekkies that want to see the Enterprise built? If we have 1,000 people who've joined on the website, we have hundreds of people who've bought membership packages, and we have 9,000, close to 10,000 on Facebook. What is the reason we have stalled at these numbers? I don't know. But guys, we got to get it together. We got to move. And so I'm encouraging everyone to get back on track. Membership has actually been down this last few weeks. I don't know why, just like I don't know why it goes up when it does. But, help us through this process. If you know a celebrity and you haven't told him about the Enterprise Project, shame on you. If you know somebody who's a Trekkie and, they might be wealthy and you haven't told them about the Enterprise Project, shame on you too. If you have a Trekkie wife or a Trekkie family member, a cousin, a nephew, and they are not part of the Enterprise Project, I'm not sure if it's shame on you, because you might have told them and they just laughed, or they just said, that's ridiculous, and so it may not be on you, but you only know in your heart whether you've tried to get 20, 30 people into the group. And if you haven't, okay, shame on you, because it's going to take all of us to get off our butts and make this happen. It's not just up to me. I'm the dreamer. We're all dreamers here. And we want to dream together, and we want to bring this dream into reality. Okay, watch this video. We'll get back on the other side.
Imagine stepping through a shimmering portal. You leave behind the shadows of today. You enter the dazzling world of the Star Trek universe. The air buzzes with excitement. Innovative technology surrounds you. You are aboard the Enterprise, a vessel of exploration and harmony. Friendly faces welcome you, humans and aliens working hand in hand. This is the dream of the Enterprise Project. Fear and prejudice are history. Here, everyone is cherished, everyone is respected, everyone is loved. Look around you. Marvel at the diversity of life. Listen to the symphony of languages. You are immersed in a world you have only imagined. Picture a world without hunger or poverty. Advanced technology enriching our lives. Healthcare a priority. A place for seniors, the physically challenged, and for anyone who wants to live in the future now. A world where fantasies become reality. Together we can build this future. A future filled with unity and joy. A future of peace and understanding. Every day on this starship will be a thrilling adventure. You might discover a new world, you might make friends with new alien species, and you will face thrilling challenges, but you will always face them with grit. And with your shipmates by your side, you are part of Starfleet now. You share the dream. A dream of exploration, a dream of peace. You are making a difference. You are making the Earth a better place, and you are doing it together, as a community. The Star Trek universe is not just a fantasy, it is a dream. A dream of what we can achieve when we come together. A dream where everyone thrives and abundance is shared. A dream where our differences make us stronger. A dream where exploration and discovery are endless. A dream of peace and understanding. Join us, let's turn dreams into reality. Let's make Gene Roddenberry's dream of a united Earth come true, together.
Building the Enterprise, building the whole theme park is a dream many of us have, and the dream of a community, a Star Trek community. I've been finding out lately that that's not an isolated dream, that a lot of people all over the planet are dreaming that same community dream. And in fact, there are communities all over the planet right now thriving based on, loosely on that dream, on the dream of a united humanity. And they are doing it all over. Now, on our website, we have a few communities that we highlight, but that is nothing compared to what is really happening. I've been in communication with several people who've made me aware of all the communities out there. It's a dozen or more that have, environmentally, communities that are thriving. Like I said, they're just thriving, and we'll put some of the names up there. But it's amazing, and we're connecting with these communities, and will be connecting. But of course, our thing is unique, and we are a unique brand, and we're going to stick with our idea of building a Federation town, and ensuring that town expands, that town grows. Unfortunately, our plan does not include building the town first. Our plan is building the ship first. And the ship is what will fund everything else that we're doing. So without the ship, there's no town. But that doesn't mean there's no place that you can go to live in a Star Trek type or a futuristic Gene Roddenberry type, human type community, because they're out there. And I suggest that if you really want that now, you go find one, because like I said, it's amazing what's out there right now and what people are trying to do. It's just not a single idea. This is something that so many, many, many people have been dreaming about, a Federation future, a future where mankind is the most important thing. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for this week. I've had some fun. We'll see you next Thursday, same time, same channel. And as always, you know it. Live long and prosper.